What's up, guys? We are getting into a 10 episode mini series with our new benchmarks. Justin, kick this off.
New benchmarks. We've taken a little break from the benchmarks. That was, I'd say, primarily because of the open and just giving everybody like a chance to breathe before we get into some tests from CrossFit. And a lot of our benchmarks have become outdated because you all have gotten really crazy fit and become stale because we've done them 12, 13, 14 times. So I think a big thing for me in programming in general is that it should be fun. It should be exciting. Workouts should kind of encourage you to do them. So I wanted to do a little benchmark makeover for a while. And so we took the open season as a time to do that.
Yeah, and with that, we have revamped or redone or X-nayed most of them. We've decided to keep two of them completely as written. And then we have completely gone away with a few of them that Justin said, either were a little stale, some of us had way too many scores for, we just felt like needed to be gone, and then re come up with some entirely new ones. An additional thing that we've done is we have created a 3.0 version for most of them. So now there's going to now be a 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0 version for the majority of our benchmarks. And then final last little thing is we're going to have a few less. So we are now going to have 9 like CrossFit workouts, and then the 10th thing will be our salty skills that we're maintaining.
So kind of going from 12 or 11 to 9, we've lost a couple. Reason there is we felt like we'd rather do less a few more times in the year than try to do more benchmarks less times throughout the year. So, giving you some new targets, I would just add that some of the changes were made because of certain, like, they weren't the right stimulus. We were thinking it'd be 10 minutes and people are doing it in 4 or 5, and it's like, okay, we got to make that tougher, or got to change that a little bit. Programming is a constant evolution. It's an art, so it's ever changing. I'd like to commit to having these benchmarks around for at least 2, maybe 3 years, and then we'll probably do the same thing, is like go through them and make new ones, make them better, make them more appropriate. The other thing is classes sometimes are busier or more crowded, and some of them, like Salty Diane, where it's like hard to pull off. So had to be creative in working in the handstand walk into some benchmarks. So we're excited.
Mhm.
I'm excited about some new ones, some different ones, and the 3.0. I think 1.0s should be for everybody, like a realistic target. 2.0s should be a target for the majority, like a hard challenge. And then 3.0s are just a ramp up for our fire breathers that are maybe are outliers. If the workout is supposed to be 8 to 12 minutes and they're doing it in 4 or 5, like that's what the 3.0 is there. So they get the appropriate stimulus.
Awesome. Let's get into it.